now.
Argentina 1302. You've gone through the final, sir. Turn back right. See, you're not descending. Maintain 3,000, sir.
2 planes, 430 lives, and a near miss in midair. Tonight, CBS 4 investigates a frightening close call. Very few people know it, but earlier this summer, 2 large jetliners nearly collided over the skies of South Florida. CBS 4 Investigates has learned this incident is part of a troubling trend. In this case, calm and quick action by the air traffic controller saved the day. CBS 4 investigator Stephen Stock has, for the first time, the untold story of the heroic actions in the control tower.
Taxi 2, runway 8 left.
The air traffic controller watching the skies over Miami maintained incredible cool as near disaster almost occurred on final approach to runways 9 and 8L.
Argentina 1302. You've gone through the final, sir. Turn back right.
Here for the first time is the actual FAA radar images of what happened.
There's traffic on final for the parallel runway.
Despite those warnings, watch as the 2 dots on the left of your screen, representing 2 large airplanes and about 430 lives on board, nearly merge into one over Doral. What's known in the tight circle of aviation controllers as an NMAC, or near mid-air collision.
1302, I see you're not descending. Maintain 3,000, sir.
The Argentina Airlines Airbus passing right over the top of the landing American Airlines 737.
I need you at 3,000, sir. Climb, maintain 3,000. Your approach clearance is canceled.
In the heat of the moment, you just keep talking and keep working.
Molly Welsh was the voice you hear on that tape.
I quickly tried to tell him to turn back. As I was saying it, I realized that it was a little too late for that.
It was her calm instructions that kept the 2 planes from colliding, averting disaster by less than 900 vertical feet.
First you're like, oh no. And then you just instinctively just do something and hope that that's going to keep them apart, basically.
This CBS 4 animation shows exactly what did happen back on August 18th, something that has not received any media attention until now.
Yeah, it was a little scary.
At about 3,000 feet, the Airbus 340, operated by Aerolíneas Argentinas, missed its turn to runway 9 over Doral.
When I looked back and saw he'd gone through the final, I immediately tried to turn. I said, you've gone through, turn back. As I'm saying this, I realized that it's too late for that. He's already right where the other aircraft is.
Without the quick and effective action by Controller Welsh to separate the Airbus at the last second, the Argentina flight would have descended right on top of the American jet in midair.
They were on top of each other.
This incident highlights a troubling and growing trend of more and more NMACs, or near midair collisions, nationwide, according to Congress's General Accountability Office. The GAO says the rate of most severe airborne operational errors almost tripled during the last 3 years nationwide.
Your heart drops down into your stomach whenever something like that happens.
Molly Welsh says she's fortunate to have been able to stop one such near miss from becoming a real disaster. Do you consider yourself a hero?
No, that's what we do.
Miami Tower, 123.9.
Maintain 3,000.
We're there when things don't go right.
Now, CBS 4 Investigates discovered that in the last 4 years at Miami and Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airports, there were also triple the amount of reported near mid-air collisions as the previous 4 years. The FAA says part of the reason for that is that there is a change in the way incidents are reported. And the FAA says this is the safest aviation system in the world and correctly points out there has not been a fatal commercial airline crash in the United States in the last 3 years. But critics say if things don't change soon, just as you saw, that look could soon run out.
And Stephen, you reported that these planes were 900 feet apart. Give me an idea of what we're talking about.
Okay, there's 2 ways to answer that. First of all, that's 3 football fields. That doesn't sound like much, but when you're flying at 200 miles an hour, that's 3 seconds. And vertically, they say had it come, they came within 10 seconds of colliding. That's how close. Wow. As long as it took me to explain that to you, they would have collided.
Stephen, thanks.
You bet.
If you have a story idea you would like CBS 4 News to investigate, give us a call at 305-471-0404.